Hey guys, this is Malinki. Welcome back to my channel Voice of Malinki. Today we will talk about structure of human eye. And if you are new in my channel, please subscribe my channel. And if you like my video, please do like, comment and share my video. So when we study about anatomy of human eye, the main problem is that basically we get a picture like this. And we can't relate this with our real eye. So I'm trying to let you understand the structure of eye in a more practical and realistic way. First of all, our eyes are located in the sockets of the skull called orbits. So you can see we have two such orbits where our eyes are located. And our eye is actually in the form of eyeball, that is a spherical structure. Okay. Now this eyeball is composed of three layers: fibrous tunic, vascular tunic and retina. Now fibrous tunic is the outermost layer, vascular tunic is the middle layer and retina is the innermost layer. Okay. Now see this image. So actually we are habituated to see eye in this form, right? So here is the eyeball. And only three parts of the eye are visible from outside. So this white part that is visible from outside is sclera. This colored part that is also visible from outside is iris. And the small hole-like structure that is visible from outside is pupil. Okay, now coming to the outermost layer or fibrous tunic, it is composed of two parts, sclera and cornea. So sclera is the white part. You can see this is sclera, this is the white part, and a transparent coating is there that is covering the colored iris. Okay, so let me erase this part first. Yes, now it will be easier for you to understand. So we can see this white part is sclera, that is the fibrous tunic, and fibrous tunic also has cornea. So cornea is basically the transparent coating that is covering the colored iris. So you can see the iris. So above the iris it has a transparent coating that is called cornea. That means the sclera covers the entire eyeball except the cornea. And sclera gives shape to the eyeball, makes it more rigid, protects its inner parts and serves as a site of attachment for the eye muscles. And cornea, that is the transparent part. So cornea consists of collagen fibers and fibroblasts. Fibroblasts are basically collagen producing cells. Now cornea contains fibers, collagen fibers and fibroblasts. Therefore, this layer is called fibrous tunic. And tunic means coating. Now one thing is very important to remember, that cornea is avascular. That means it does not connect with blood vessels. Now if it does not connect with blood vessels, where from it gets its oxygen? So it receives its oxygen from outside air directly. This is a peculiar characteristic of cornea. Right? Okay. Now see this picture. So you will find sclera and cornea here. Sclera is the posterior part and cornea is the anterior part. Okay. And next layer is vascular tunic. That is the middle layer. This layer is beneath the outermost layer, so this layer is not visible from outside. This layer is composed of three parts: choroid, ciliary body and iris. Now this layer contains numerous blood vessels that provide nutrients. Therefore, this layer is called vascular tunic. Now, here is the choroid. You can see that is beneath the outermost layer, that is sclera. Okay. Now, choroid contains melanocytes. It contains melanocytes that produce the pigment melanin and looks bluish in color. This choroid layer is thin. This is thin layer. But it becomes thick in the anterior part to form the ciliary body. So this is the ciliary body, you can see, and this layer is formed from the choroid. So choroid is thin layer in the posterior end and it becomes thick in the anterior end, that makes ciliary body. Like the choroid, the ciliary body also contains melanin producing melanocytes. So ciliary body also contains melanocytes. Okay. Ciliary body contains ciliary muscles. So here are some muscles. Let me erase this part. Yeah. Now you can understand that here some muscles are there. Those are ciliary muscles. The ciliary body continues forward to form the iris. Okay. So iris is a pigmented structure and is the colored portion of the eyeball. So iris is the pigmented structure and it is the colored portion of eyeball. It contains melanin and the amount of melanin in the iris determines the eye color. The eyes appear brown to black when the iris contains a large amount of melanin. Its eye looks blue when its melanin concentration is very low, and it looks green when its melanin concentration is moderate. Okay. Now, a hole is present in the center of the iris. through which light enters our eye. It is called pupil. So through this hole, light enters our eye. Now, do you know what does pupil mean? Pupil, so it basically means little person. It means little person. Because this is where you can see a reflection of yourself when you looking into someone's eyes. Okay. Now, behind the pupil and iris, there is a lens. This is the lens that is behind pupil and iris. And lens is held in place by ligaments which are attached to the ciliary body. These ligaments are suspensory ligaments. So we can see that the lens is attached with the ciliary body via some suspensory ligaments. These are some suspensory ligaments. And next layer is retina. So this is the innermost layer. Next layer is retina. This is the innermost layer and we cannot see this layer from outside. This layer is present beneath the middle layer. So the middle layer is choroid, this blue one, and retina is present beneath the middle layer, that is choroid. Now retina contains pigments. Retina contains pigments. So the melanin in the retina and choroid helps to absorb light. Because we know that dark color absorbs light, hence this pigment helps to absorb light from outside. This retina is associated with blood vessels. So this layer is associated with blood vessels. Now this retina contains 3 layers of neural cells from inside to outside. So we will see this. So here basically retina contains 3 layers of neural cells from inside to outside. Those are ganglion cells. Ganglion cells are present in the innermost side. Then bipolar cells and then photoreceptor cells. Photoreceptor cells are present in the outermost side. Light passes through ganglion and bipolar cells and reaches the photoreceptor cells. There are 2 types of photoreceptors, rods and cones. So from this picture you can see rods are like rod shaped and cone cells are having cone shape. Now rods do not provide color vision. In dim light, we can see only black, white and all shades of grey. Rods are activated in dim light and allow us to see shape and movement. It allows us to see shape and movement. This type of vision is called scotopic vision or twilight vision. So what is scotopic or twilight vision? It is basically a vision of night when we can see only black and white color and we can guess the shape of the object but cannot properly understand the color. Rods contain photopigment rhodopsin. A person who loses rod vision mainly has difficulty seeing in dim light. Each retina has 120 million rods. 120 million rod cells are present in each retina. Next is cones. So cones are activated in bright light. They are used for color vision in bright light. This type of vision is called photopic vision. There are three types of photopigments: erythropsin, chloropsin and cyanopsin. These three types of photopigments are present in cones. Erythropsin are responsible for red light, chloropsin respond to green light and cyanopsin respond to blue light. Now, each retina has 6 million cones. The sensations of different colors are produced by various combinations of these cones and their photopigments. When these cones are stimulated equally, a sensation of white light is produced. Now, photopigments are composed of a protein that is called opsin and the aldehyde of vitamin A, that is the retinal. Retinal is responsible for the color of the photopigment. Okay, now again coming to this picture. So, here you can see some optic nerves. These are some optic nerves which enter retina and collect visual information from the eye to brain. So, these optic nerves send information from eye to brain. Now, here one spot is there where optic nerves leave and blood vessels enter the eye. So, this spot is that spot where optic nerves leave and blood vessels enter the eye. In the spot, no photoreceptor cells are present. So, this spot is called the blind spot. So, in blind spot, no photoreceptor cells are present. And in this spot, no any image can be formed because here photoreceptor cells are absent. That's why it is called blind spot. Now, lateral to this blind spot, there is a yellowish pigmented spot in this part that is called macula lutea. This is the yellowish pigmented spot where a central pit is present like this. This is the depression, this is the central pit that is called fovea. It is called fovea. And the fovea contains only densely packed cones. So, I will erase something, then you can understand here. So, in this fovea, here is the depression. In this fovea, only cones are present. And cone cells are very much densely packed here. It lacks rods. So, it is the point where the visual acuity, or you can say resolution, is the greatest. So, here resolution is maximum at this point, that is fovea. Please note down the point. Here resolution is best in fovea. The space between the lens, this is the lens, and retina. So this space is called vitreous chamber. And this space is filled with a transparent gel-like structure that is called vitreous humor. So here you will get a transparent gel that is called vitreous humor. And the space between this cornea and the lens, here is the space. It is called aqueous chamber, and it contains a thin watery fluid that is called aqueous humor.